Hello, all. Very good morning. This is Karthik from Raj Cloud Technologies. First of all, I welcome you all to today's Azure Data Bricks introduction class. So before starting the session, I will just take you 2 to 3 minutes and I'll explain you about like what exactly like that we'll be going through with this session and about the Raj Cloud Technology. Then like we'll start the session as well. Got it? So once again, this is Karthik from Raj Cloud Technologies. Thank you all for joining the session today. And we have an official social media accounts. That is the first one is our YouTube channel. Hope you can see here. So we have 36,200 plus subscribers here already, and we have uploaded like many videos related to many courses like AWS data engineering, cybersecurity, Informatica, cloud data quality, Power BI, SAP S4 HANA and Pico, Azure, Snowflake, Salesforce, okay, and many other courses videos are also available here. Just visit our channel once. If you really like our videos or like our content, just like the video, comment on it, and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Just subscribe to the channel for more videos. So we have an Instagram account as well. You can see us as a Raj Informatica here. So yeah, this is our Instagram account. So we have 3,000 plus followers here. We have 3,000 plus followers here, and we will be updating you about the job openings here especially. So you can see here. So this is a job openings highlights, like where you can see the complete job openings here. Okay, so this is the place like where you can see the complete job openings from our end. And like whenever we have any updates regarding the job or like any referrals, or like if you have any huge hirings are going on, you'll get the complete update here in this particular Instagram account. So just search as rajinformatica.com and sorry, Raj Informatica, and you can go for it, and you can just like follow our page and get the complete updates. I am sharing the complete like YouTube channel link and Instagram channel link with you over Zoom chat. Please use this link and subscribe to the channels and follow our Instagram page as well. And coming to the website, like we have a website called razinformatica.com. So this is our website. If you can see here, this is the home screen. At the left top corner, you can see Raj Informatica is now Raj Cloud Technologies. Okay, so earlier the name was Raj Informatica, and now we changed it to Raj Cloud Technologies now. And this is our home page. If you just scroll down, you can see the software trainings that we are offering here. Okay, in this page, you can see whatever the courses that we are offering. You can see all the courses here. We are offering generative AI, Informatica data quality and cloud data quality, AWS data engineering, Azure data engineering and Databricks, Snowflake in the combination of DBT and ADF, Informatica Power Center, Informatica Cloud IICS IDMC, artificial intelligence plus machine learning, cybersecurity in the combination of ethical hacking, Power BI, AWS DevOps, and SAP S4 HANA and FICO, GCP, Python full stack development, Python for data science, Python for AI and chat GPT, and Salesforce. These are few of our courses offering at Raj Cloud Technologies. And just above this section, there is some separate special section is there for you, that is called upcoming free live sessions. Whatever the free live classes that we are offering from Raj Cloud Technologies, you can access all these classes from here. You can see today's session also here, Azure Data Bricks training, 24th November at 10 a.m. And tomorrow we have 25th November at 8 p.m. we have generative AI. 26th November at 8 p.m. we have SAP S4 HANA and Pico. And 28th November like we have at 8 p.m. Snowflake DBT and ADF. So this is how like we have scheduled the complete things for you. Okay. So even if there is any future upcoming free live classes are available, so you can get the things here from this page actually. Okay. And let me take you to the completely about Azure now. Okay. And at the top of the screen, you can see here. So apart from these courses and all, like we have added like many interview questions are here. Many materials are also available here. Okay. Many materials are also available here, and the internship programs. Okay. So everything is available for you. And we have a jobs as well. Okay. So we have a jobs portal too. So just to stay connected till end of the session, I am going to explain you like how to utilize this job portal and how to apply for the jobs. And there is some special discount is also available for these Azure Data Engineering and Databricks program today. Okay, so whoever enrolls today, you have some special discount is also available. So just to stay connected so that like you'll get the complete information about this. If you want to get into complete Azure, if you want to know more about the Azure program and everything, you can just go to the courses section here and click on Azure training and click on Azure training. Here is the page like where you can get the complete information about the Azure course only. Okay, so here is the page where you can see the complete information about the Azure. You can see there is a new batch starting from 24th of November, that is today, and the batch is started now. Okay, we have both morning and evening batches. We have both morning and evening batches too. So just to stay connected till end of the session, I'll help you like how to join the morning class, what are the timings for the morning class, what is the timing for the evening class, everything I'll help you about this. Okay, just stay connected. And in this page you can see the complete things about like what are the certifications that you can do, and what are the job openings are available right now, and what is the package if you are lies in these in between these experiences. Okay, everything you can see, and what are the job roles available for us, what is the upcoming demanded job roles for Azure, everything. Okay, so each and every information is available in this page. So just to stay connected, now I'm handovering the session to trainer. So before handovering, I just want to take your names and WhatsApp numbers to add you in our WhatsApp. Okay, I'll be adding you. So whoever joins today's session, okay, so you can be a part of our WhatsApp groups as well. So where you'll get the complete information about all the things. Okay, just drop me your name and WhatsApp number to drop me your name and WhatsApp number to in your chat. Okay, in the Zoom chat. I'm just dropping the format. Okay, just drop your name and WhatsApp number. We'll take sharp 1 minute. Okay, not more than that. We'll take sharp 1 minute. Just drop it quickly. So you'll be added to the WhatsApp group before the session ends. Okay, before the session ends, you'll get the WhatsApp group link as well to your WhatsApp. You can join. I'm just like enabling a timer for 1 minute. Okay, so be quick and drop your name and WhatsApp numbers. We'll start the session. Thank you all. And you'll get today's session recording as well. So whoever is sharing your contacts, so you will be added to a WhatsApp group of Azure Data Engineering and Databricks discussion group, where you will be discussing about the openings, and if you have any questions, and if you have anything else like from your end, like any doubts. Okay, so there in that particular group, like we have our CEO and chairman and our instructors, and many of our alumni are there, and few people who is working right now already on Azure. Okay, so you'll get access for all these people. Okay, in a single group you can discuss everything about Azure, and you can make your discussion like much easier, and you'll get all updates from Raj Cloud Technologies also in that group, so that like you can like expect the complete interactive group and the people so who is already working on Azure, and many of our alumni, they'll be sharing their referrals as well. If there is any referral program is available from there, and if there is any openings available in their companies, they'll be sharing that with you. Okay, to get this information, you just drop your name and WhatsApp number. Okay, so you'll get the complete things. Okay, the chat will be open, and I'm enabling the mic as well for you. Okay, I'm enabling the mic as well for you. So where you can like ask your questions. If you have any questions when the session is going on, you can stop the trainer and you can ask your questions too. I have just enabled the mic too. Okay, I'm handling session to our trainer Abhishek Garu. Abhishek Garu, over to you, please.
All right. Thank you so much, Karthik, for explaining everything. Let me share my screen.
1 second, Abhishek, just a second, please. You can share your screen meanwhile. I can see the people from a different country also here. But see, please, like if you are from a different country, please drop the number with country code so that it will be easy for us to reach out to you. Thank you.
All right. Let's just start. Uh, Thank you so much for Karthik for explaining everything. Now, Let me give a brief introduction about myself. Um Hello everyone, I am Abhishek Agrawal. I am a Microsoft certified Azure data engineer. I have done my graduation in 2016, and after that I have worked completely 8 to 9 years into Azure data engineering domain. Um, After working 1 2 year in data analysis some field, right? And then I worked completely into the Azure data engineering field. I have delivered 2025 data migration projects from legacy system to Azure cloud environment. I started this teaching journey back in after COVID timing, right? During COVID and after that, right? Because few of my friends lost their job during the COVID timing, and I said them that hey, this Azure is booming, right? Because I switched multiple job while I was working from home. So then they learned the project which I was doing, and then they were able to switch. Then they recommended their friend. Two students became five students. Five students became 10 students. Then I thought of contacting Karthik, and I got involved in Raj Informatica so that I can do it part time, right? So uh, so this is how what I do. I basically work in a full time job, and then I also provide training as a part time work where I teach what I do in my company. Okay. Currently, I'm working with Aldi Sud in Germany. So after COVID got over, I started finding a job outside of India because I wanted to travel a bit after COVID. So I thought of like applying abroad, and I got a job in Germany in Aldi Sud as Azure data engineer, right? So here I am currently handling a migration project from Hadoop cluster to Spark cluster. This is what I'm doing right now. So this is a brief introduction about me, right? Let's start the masterclass and let's start the demo. Uh, so I think all of you went through this particular Raj Informatica website. If you haven't went through, just open this website, right, and go to this Azure Data Engineering course, which we for which we all are here. Here you'll get all these details, right? And then like you can download the syllabus from here. You can check out the details from here, right? And we have many courses, right? Azure Data Engineering courses, Azure Databricks and Spark course, Azure Data Engineering and Databricks and Spark course, right? We have all of these courses. Now in today's masterclass, we will understand the reason of different courses that we'll understand, and we will also understand as per your profile which course is suitable for you. That also we'll understand. Okay. So in our Azure program, what is different is we are not providing the same training program for all the people. Okay. So suppose like if you are a fresher, you can choose a different training program. If you have like 5 years of experience, you can choose a different training program. If you have 10 years of experience, you can choose a different training program. So we are providing a customized course for each profile, and I will explain what I mean by that, okay, in a movement. All right. So let's start this masterclass and let's go through it one by one. Okay. So um, let's first of all let's try to understand, like, based upon like the people who are here, like 20 25 people, the people who are here have generally this question whenever they come to and whenever they join a course, right? So these are the common question people have. Okay. So sometimes they are confused about, hey, what is cloud? I don't know. Now they are confused about why I should choose only Azure, why not AWS, why not GCP, right? So there is a question around it. Now sometimes they have a question about, hey, Azure has an opening or not, or a feature opening or not, right? They are confused about it. Then if they know about it, they have a question about, hey, what is data engineering? I don't know. Please tell me about it, right? Then if they know what is data engineering, then they need to understand how to switch to data engineering, right? If I'm fresher, if I have a career gap, if I have a 5 to 10 years of experience, can I switch? How I can switch? Then if you know this, you have a question about, hey, I am eligible for this course or not? I am from Power BI background, I am from SSIS background, I am from Informatica background. Can I switch? How I can switch? Then sometimes the people have a question about coding is required or not, how much coding is required, SQL is required or not, Python is required or not, right? How we will do project, how we will practice on Azure, right? How much experience I can show by doing a current learning, how we will approach the interview, how we will handle the scenario-based interview question, right? So all of this question we will try to address and we will try to understand each and every question in today's masterclass. Okay. Now, if you have any question which I haven't covered here, you can type in the chat and I will try to cover up those questions as well. Okay. But in today's masterclass, our agenda should be, right? If I am in the place of you, what I will make sure? I will make sure that if I am a Power BI developer having 4 years of experience, or if I am an Informatica developer having 10 years of experience, if I am a networking admin guy having a 15 years of experience, I should be able to understand what is data engineering and how, as a Power BI developer or as an Informatica developer or as an admin person, how I can come to data engineering field and how I can switch. That should be very, very clear. Okay. So that should be the agenda for all of you, right? So please pay attention in today's masterclass and make sure you get this answer. Okay. And then if you have any question, you can type in the chat. I'm regularly checking the chat and I will also give you a unmute option so that you can directly interact with me after some time after I explain something, a few of the things. Okay. All right. So we will break this today's master class in few like in different parts, right? And what will be that like how we'll break it? Let me show you that. So first of all, we already covered the introduction and part, right? Now we will start with why cloud, what is cloud, why Azure, right? And then we'll start with why and what of data engineering. Then we'll understand who can learn, how you can learn, coding is required or not, what is the roadmap, right? What are the courses and projects which we are offering, right? All of that we'll learn one by one. Okay. All right. So let's start with why cloud, what is cloud, why Azure. Okay. So let's first start with what is cloud. Why cloud? Okay, and why particularly only Azure, not AWS or GCP or anything else. So let's just start with that. Okay, so suppose why cloud? What is cloud? And to explain this, I will open a very simple slide so that you get this answer. Why cloud? What is cloud? Right. So suppose currently, like I like when I was in college, I used to use the CDs, DVDs, pen drive to store my data. I no longer use the CDs, DVDs, and pen drive to store like photos, right? I use a Google Drive. Why I do that? Because if my pen drive is full, I don't need to go to the market and upgrade my pen drive. If I want to share the data with my friends, don't need to go to their place and then share it, right? Collaboration is easy, upgrade is very easy. My data won't be lost if I'm storing in the Google Drive, right? So if you think about it, everybody nowadays is using like some sort of a drive location or some sort of a like a Dropbox or Google storage or WhatsApp is getting backed up in some sort of a drive location, right? So we all are using a cloud storage as an individual because of this advantages. Advantages are upgrade is very easy, easy to collaborate, easy to maintain. Everything will be handled by a cloud service provider, right? So that are the advantages. So as every individual is moving to the cloud, every company is also moving to the cloud because of these advantages, right? Now, what is cloud? Cloud is nothing but suppose back when I was in college, I used to go to the internet cafe, used to use their computer and pay them 20 rupees an hour or 10 rupees an hour, right? So why I was doing that? Because I don't want to maintain a hardware by myself, right? Rather than that, I want to go to their place, pay them 20 rupees an hour, and then use the computer, right? So if you think about it, cloud is nothing but beside that, okay? So you basically use a computer, you pay for a hardware, the how much you use it, right? So cloud is nothing but the practice of using a network of remote server hosted on internet to store, manage, process data. So here the remote servers are hosted on internet, right? So that you can access it, right? And there are different cloud service providers in the market, Amazon, Microsoft, GCP, VMware. So it's just that it's nothing but you're using their hardware and you're paying for it, right? As simple as that. And they have a different location where they store their hardware. For example, if you go to Microsoft, they have this data centers where they're storing their computers or hardware, right? You can get access of it and you can use it, okay? And now we learned about what is cloud and then why cloud, right? Let's try to understand that um, why Azure only, okay? So suppose why Azure only, let's try to understand this, okay? So suppose like I am in this particular Azure background from past 8 to 9 years now, right? And I switched multiple job in India, and also I switched the job from India to abroad, right? And whenever I want to switch a job, no matter I haven't started my college with like after I have done the graduation, it's not like I started with a very fancy package of 60, 70 LPA kind of a package. But rather than that, I started from the bottom, which is like 3, 4, 5 LPA package, and then I switched multiple jobs to basically make my package good, right? So from 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35, 35 to 40, right? So I switched multiple companies, right? And also I basically switched from India to abroad. Um, and then whenever you want to switch your company, no matter if you have a 10 years of experience or a 15 years of experience, what is more important is when you want to switch, are you getting interview calls, right? And if you get an interview call, you can give interviews. You will be selected if you give 5, 10 interviews, you will be selected in few of them. You won't be selected on few of them. Then you switch, right? That is a basic like way of switching the company, right? And that is what I have also done it. So whenever I was switching, I was always and always getting a interview calls, which is basic necessity whenever you want to switch a company, right? So suppose if you are basically an Informatica developer or a admin person, if you don't get an interview call, you cannot switch, right? And why I was able to get an interview call because there is an opening of it, right? And at the same time, when I wanted to teach people, like no matter 2 students, 5 students, 10 students, I was always and always getting students, right? Then I continued teaching, right? Because there is a opportunity, there is a need of Azure data engineer in the market, right? And at the same time, if you go to Naukri, and if you try to search over here in the jobs, Azure Data Engineering, you will see the openings, right? See how many openings are there. No matter if you want to find a job in Bangalore, in Hyderabad, in different salary range, right? You will get a opening and then you will get a different job profiles over here, right? That you're getting. That is more important when you want to switch. And no matter, like, I'm searching for India, but if you go to LinkedIn and if you search there as well, you'll find the opening, right? That is more important. Okay, so there's an opportunity for Azure in the market, and then you can also do your small research to understand that. Okay, that is the first reason why you should come to Azure, because there's an opportunity, and there's an opportunity better than AWS and GCP. So you can also search AWS data engineer, you can also search GCP data engineer. You'll always and always find out Azure has a better opening, more opening than any other cloud in the market. Now, at the same time, I have many friends who are working in Amazon, who are working in Google, and they still have the, when they are working in these companies, I sometimes call them and say that, hey, are you using, like, what you're using? Are you using ChatGPT in your company? So they say that no, we are building things in-house, right? So they are building AI models in-house and they are trying to do AI things in-house, right? So they build, like Google and Amazon, these companies build everything in-house. They don't use the products from other company, right? But when I ask them that, hey, are you using Microsoft product, any Microsoft product? They say that, hey, we are using Microsoft product, such as Office they are using Excel, they are using different Microsoft products. Why they're using different Microsoft products? Because Microsoft has a very good products and very good penetration in the corporate world, right? So among my 8 to 9 years of career, whenever I was working in many companies, I was always and always using a Microsoft product, right? So it gives Microsoft the upper hand to market Azure, which is their product, right? Because every company is using a Microsoft product, so it gives the upper hand to Microsoft. And at the same time, if you search who is the biggest investor in OpenAI and ChatGPT, Microsoft is the biggest investor in OpenAI and ChatGPT, which also makes Microsoft a very good competitor. Okay. Then I have a different points, different reasons to say why Azure has an edge, right? But let's not go into all these details, right? But in summary, why Azure? Because Azure has a better opening than AWS and GCP. Azure is a Microsoft product and Microsoft has a very good penetration in corporate world. Then Microsoft is heavily investing in OpenAI and ChatGPT will also make some Microsoft a very good product and very good tool. Okay. All right. Now, when we understood all of this, right, let's try to understand why and what of data engineering. Okay. And to understand why and what of data engineering, it's very, very important. Let's try to, like, I will just first tell you why it's important to understand what is data engineering. Because if you open different profiles here, if you open different profile here, if in this particular profile, see Spark SQL, PySpark, Git, deep understanding of ETL and ELT, right? All of these things are written. Like Git coding, machine learning, subject matter expert, unit testing, Microsoft Analytics, SQL, Python, all of this is required. Now, if you open this, they're saying CI/CD, Spark, ADB, Synapse, Data Factory, SQL, PySpark, all of this is required. Now, if you open this, Data Factory, Databricks, SQL, Python, Airflow, and then Colibra, Informatica, DQ, data lineage tracking, Power BI, ServiceNow, right? All of this is required. Now, if you open 10 to 20 job openings, you will be like, hey, what I should learn? There are so many things to learn, right? And then you will be confused what to learn and what not to learn, right? That you will be confused. So, like, it's very important for you to understand what is data engineering. And it's very important you learn data engineering itself rather than learning which is not data engineering. Because what this consultancy firm sometimes do is they write a JD in which they mention everything, right? And like you should not learn everything and you cannot learn everything as well, because it's very difficult to learn everything and then switch, right? Because all of you are working professional, and then with a full-time job, with family responsibilities, with everything, it's very difficult to learn a skill set. So you should really focus on learning enough to switch rather than learning everything to switch, because you cannot learn everything. So we will basically understand what is data engineering and what is enough to learn to become a data engineer, right? So that we will understand today. Okay. So before we jump upon this, let's try to understand what is basically data engineering. Okay. So I will give an example to understand this. Suppose Karthik, who started the demo, he opened a different Raj Informatica offline centers. Okay. So he opened in Pune, he opened in Delhi, he opened in Mumbai, he opened in Bangalore, right? So he opened a different uh, Raj Informatica offline centers. Okay. Now, in all the centers, he basically he contacted his student, right? Different student, and they are managing their Karthik offline center after their work is done, right? So some people know SQL Server, some people know SharePoint, some people know Oracle. So they are basically storing the data over there. Now, after 3-4 years, Karthik said that, hey, I want to understand total sales, right? Now, Karthik said all of these guys to upload their data to the cloud storage so that he can aggregate and calculate this report. Now, Karthik wants to do it daily, right? So, Karthik needs to tell them daily, upload the data, do the Power BI thing. Daily, they are doing it, right? And it's becoming the day by day, it's becoming very challenging for them, because sometimes some person can miss to store the data, move the data over here, right? That can happen. Or Karthik is don't want to calculate the Power BI report daily, right? So that should be happening automatically, right? So if somebody should upload the data here, this the movement should happen here automatically, and also the Power BI report should be made automatically. So Karthik reached out to me and then he asked me that, hey, how it can be done, right? So I told Karthik that it is basically a standard data engineering problem in which you want to do the extraction of the data, transformation of the data, and loading of the data. And that is what the data engineering is, right? So whenever you want to extract means data move, you want to move the data movement you want to do, and you want to do the extraction, that is the um and you also want to do the data transformation, which data like you want to transfer data, you want to join the data, right? So if you want to do data extraction and data transformation, then that is basically a data engineering, which you also call it a extract, load and transform, and extract, transform and load. You can call it anything. So data movement and data transformation, or data extraction and data transformation, is data engineering. Okay. And then Power BI reports and everything will be made by the data analyst. They will make a Power BI report. So your job as a data engineer to support Power BI people or a front end data science people to develop. Okay. So you will always find the right data for data analyst and data scientist. Suppose data scientist can tell you that, hey, I want to have a real estate data. So you will try to move the real estate data from here to here for data scientists, right? So you will basically support data analysts and data scientists for the data requirement. You will be always and always working very close with them. Your job is to also create an ETL pipeline. Your job is to also create data mart. Your job is to also create data pipelines. Your job is to maintain data quality, code quality, optimize for the cost, increase the performance of your pipeline, implement data governance policies, right? Make the data lineage, document everything, right? What is not data engineering? Building ML models, ML reports, making CI/CD pipeline, front-end application, creation of front-end application, infrastructure and security. All of this is not data engineering. Suppose if you want to create a CI/CD pipeline, if you want to create a ML models, ML reports, if you want to create a Power BI front-end application, all of this is not data engineering, okay? Sometimes in the JD you'll find all of this, right? But you should not start learning this. Rather than that, learn extract, transform, and load on extract, load, and transform data movement or data transformation that you should focus on learning rather than learning CI/CD, learning about ML model report, learning about all of these things, right? Because that will kill your time, right? It will take more time to learn data engineering and then switch. And believe me, it's not important to learn all of this because without learning all of this, without learning about ML models, ML reports, CI/CD, or anything of that sort, I switched like multiple job in India. I also switched the job from India to abroad, and also I guided many people to do that. Okay, so it's not important to learn all of this because it's not data engineering. Okay, you can directly tell that I'm a data engineer. I'm not a DevOps guy or something like that, right? Okay, fine. So I think you understood what is data engineering, right? And then to learn data engineering, to learn data movement, and to learn data transformation, what the tools are important. The tools which are important is this, right? Data Factory, Data Bricks, SQL DB, Synapse Analytics, DevOps, and Data Lake, right? Along with Fabric. So now you can tell me, Abhishek, you again told me like 7 tools to learn. I want to learn specific things, right? So in that case, you can choose Data Factory, Data Bricks, SQL DB. That's all. 3 tools, right? Data Factory, Data Bricks, SQL DB, because Synapse Analytics and Fabric are built on top of it, right? On top of Data Factory, Databricks. Top of means like the features which you have in Data Factory and the features which you have in Databricks are present in Synapse and are present in Fabric, so you can easily manage with that. Okay, so you need to really focus on Data Factory, Databricks, SQL DB. That's all. Okay, Data Factory, Databricks, SQL DB. Okay. So just in summary, what is data engineering? Data engineering is nothing but data transformation and data movement. For data movement, Data Factory. For data transformation, see Databricks and SQL DB. Now let's see how Data Factory looks. Okay. So Data Factory looks like this. Here you have a source, right, from where you want to move the data, and here you have a sink, like a destination. Like suppose for this particular architecture, you want to take the data from the source and you want to load the data to the sink. For this particular architecture, your source is Oracle, your sink is SQL DB, for example, right? So you can basically select your source as Oracle and sink as SQL DB. Okay, you can select source as Oracle and your sink as SQL DB, and then you can move the data. This is what you can do. Sink as SQL DB. Okay, and you can move the data. But in Data Factory, you don't need to write any code. So suppose if you are a person who don't know coding, who don't know SQL, who don't know Python, then you can start with Data Factory, because in Data Factory you don't need to write any code. Okay, so without coding as well, you can manage and you can like build the pipeline that you can do. Okay. So for Data Factory, like whenever you want to learn data movement, you can focus on Data Factory, right? And here you can basically migrate the data from the source to the sink without any coding. Okay, that is what you can do using Data Factory. Now, for data movement, we understood that, hey, we will focus on Data Factory, right? For data transformation, you can focus on SQL DB. you can focus on the SQL DB for the data transformation, right? So suppose if you have not a big amount of data, but like reasonable amount of data, you can use this SQL DB for the data transformation. SQL DB or a Synapse server for data transformation by writing a SQL queries, right? So here you can write SQL query and you can transform the data. And for that, you should know SQL to transform the data, right? Or you can also transform the data using Databricks, right? Now somebody will say that, hey, why do I need Databricks if I can transform the data in the SQL DB? So in Databricks, you can use Spark for distributed computing. What I mean by that is, so Spark is a multi-language engine for large-scale data processing, right? What it does it basically does the distributed computing. So suppose in SQL your processing happens in the single machine, but in Spark it breaks the problem statement into different machine and then processing happens. For example, if I have 2 minus 2, 2 plus 2, 1 plus 1 problem statement, if I submit to a master node, it will divide my problem statement into 2 minus 2, 2 plus 2, plus 1 plus 1 into different machine, and then the execution will happen. For example, if I have a box of coin, if I want to count box of coin, then that box of coin will be divided into multiple like people, and then the counting will be done, which is faster, right? For example. So distributed computing is nothing but if you have a problem statement, it will be divided into different workers and then the processing will happen, which makes the processing faster, right? That is what the distributed computing is. Okay. So, and using Spark, it can be done, right? Using Spark, it can be done, right? And Spark is open source. So Spark can be triggered, can be run in AWS Glue as well. In Synapse as well, you can run Spark, right? In Synapse as well, you can run Spark. In Fabric as well, you can run Spark, right? In Fabric as well, you can run Spark. But we are learning Databricks because Databricks is created by creators of Apache Spark itself. Suppose if I go to Databricks is created by creators of Apache Spark, which makes a Databricks a very powerful tool to learn because it's created by creators of Apache Spark itself, right? So that makes Databricks a very powerful tool to learn. Okay. Because it is created. So it's for big data processing, what is most important framework which is present right now is Spark, and Databricks is created by creators of Apache Spark itself, right? That makes Databricks a very powerful tool to learn. Now, if you see the core skills in 2030, right? The core skill in 2030 is AI and big data. And the when you have big amount of data, you can use a Spark forum and Spark framework to learn to process big amount of data, right? And Databricks is a tool which provides you the computation power and VMs through which you can learn, through which you can just like process your big amount of data. Okay. Now, to work with Databricks, you need to learn either SQL, Python, Scala, Java, R, right? Because Spark code can be written in Python, can be written in SQL, can be written in Scala, can be written in Java, can be written in R. So if you know any of the coding language, you can work with Spark. So you can write PySpark code, you can write Spark SQL code, you can write Scala code, you can write Java code, you can write R code, and you can work with Spark, right? Because Spark can be written in any language. Okay. But to work with SQL or a Databricks, you need to have a one coding language, either SQL and Python. Okay. All right. So let's try to summarize things, right? So why cloud? Because easy to share, easy to maintain the data. What is cloud? Cloud is nothing but I'm not using my computer, I'm using someone else's computer, I'm paying for it. Why Azure? Because Microsoft like Every company uses a Microsoft product, and at the same time, Microsoft is heavily investing in OpenAI. And at the same time, there is like a huge opening about Azure compared to Amazon and GCP, right? AWS and GCP. Why and what of data engineering? What is data engineering? Nothing but data movement and data transformation. Data movement can be done by using Data Factory without any code. And for data transformation, we can use SQL or Spark, for which we can also use Databricks, right? Coding is required for Data Factory. No. For SQL and Databricks, yes. Either SQL and Python. Okay. All right. So now let's try to understand what is the roadmap. Okay. So suppose let's try to take different profiles now. Okay. So suppose if Abhishek is a marketing person, done MBA, right? Have 2 years of experience, for example, and he doesn't know coding, right? He doesn't know SQL, he doesn't know Python. Then Abhishek can take our Azure data engineering course in which we will learn about data migration and basics of data processing, right? This course will go for 2 months. We will learn about Data Factory, Databricks, Synapse, Fabric, Logic Cap, Key Vault. We will mainly focus on Data Factory, basic to advanced level. Okay, so the focus is this here, Data Factory. Okay. And why Abhishek can take this course who is from a marketing domain, having 2 years of experience, knows nothing, doesn't know about coding, right? Because here the focus is Data Factory, and we will not go very in details about Databricks and Synapse and those things, right? So Abhishek can do this particular course and then still learn Azure Data Engineering and still switch, right? By focusing only on Data Factory, right? And in the side, you can learn about some basics of SQL, and that also you can learn, right? So let me show you the curriculum of Azure Data Engineering course. So here we'll focus on like Azure Data Factory, Databricks, Synapse, SQL DB, DevOps, right? We will focus on like data migration, data processing, right? We'll focus on Azure basics, storage basics, data fundamental, integration runtime, link service, pipeline data set and activity, copy data activity, recursive wildcard, list of file mapping, right? And then copying data to the SQL Server, pipeline monitoring, DevOps, Key Vault, data modeling, fact dimensions, star schema, snowflake schema, city implementation, right? For all of this, you need to know some basics of SQL, which you can learn along the course, right? And we also in Raj Informatica, we also offer a SQL recording, which you can also see as a part of a course curriculum. We also offer it for free, which you can also take and learn SQL, migrate SQL, right? And then use Databricks, Spark architecture, Delta table, Delta Lake, CSV, JSON, XML processing, right? Synapse analytics, Fabric, right? All of that we will learn. Fabric is not written because I think it's a bit old, but let me open the new one. Yeah, so we teach Fabric as well as a part of a course curriculum, right? So you have a Fabric as well. So we will teach you everything, right? Whatever is written here, we'll teach you everything, and then you will learn everything. And then over here, we will do 3 projects, right? We will do this project. Sorry, not this one. We will do one this project, another this project, and third this project, right? So these are the 3 projects we will do, and then we will learn it, right? One is data factory centric project, one is Databricks centric project, one is Synapse centric project, right? So they will do 3 projects, we will learn this. The focus is data factory here. But now Abhishek is suppose an Informatica developer having 2 years of experience, no SQL but doesn't know Python, or no Python but doesn't know SQL, right? In that case, I recommend you guys to go for Databricks and Spark course curriculum, because if you know some sort of a coding, you can easily go with Databricks and Spark. And Databricks and Spark is very important for the future, for big data processing, right? And the knowledge which you will get in this particular course will be useful if you are working with GCP Databricks, AWS Databricks, Synapse, Fabric, Glue, Snowflake, or locally as well. Right, because Spark is open source and Spark can be integrated with other tools as well, right? So whatever knowledge you'll get here is applicable for all the tools, and you can apply to the job apply to all these jobs wherever this tools is being used, right? And wherever the Spark is used, you can apply to all the jobs. And here we will be learning about Databricks Spark architecture, RDD data frame API, DB and parameterization, Delta Lake and Data Lake, Azure DevOps, right? Git integration, Databricks CLI and backup process, Spark UI, Unity Catalog SCD implementation, Lakehouse Material Architecture, Spark optimization, UDF custom function, Catalyst optimizer, directed acyclic graph, predicate push down, projection push down, cache persist, repartition coalesce, complex data handling, data skewness, short merge join, broadcast join, right? Dynamic partition pruning. We'll learn about everything, and then we'll do two projects here. One is your this project, and another is this project, right? So these are the two projects we will learn here. Okay. Now, suppose Abhishek is a 5 years of experience guy, no SQL but doesn't know Python, but no Python doesn't know SQL, right? So as Abhishek is a experienced guy, he should do both of the courses and he should learn for 4 months, right? Because he is a experienced guy. So in that case, you should take a combined course in which you learn about everything in detail, data factory in detail, database in detail, Spark, Databricks, Fabric, and everything you learn, right? And you do a combined course where you will basically learn for 2 months Azure data engineering, which is data factory, data factory, um, for each loop and everything, right? You do 3 projects, and for another 2 months you learn about Databricks. You do 2 projects, right? So these are the 5 projects you will be doing, and you learn about everything in that case, right? Okay. So now, just in summary, Azure data engineering course should be taken by anyone who wants 2 to 3 years of experience. You can learn about ADF, Databricks, and apps warehousing. We will do 3 projects. We'll learn about data migration, full load, delta load, how much experience you can show. You can show up to 3 years of experience. You will learn from scratch. You can expect up to 15 to 20 LPA by doing this particular course. Now in Databricks and Spark course, you can basically learn about Databricks, Spark architecture, Unity Catalog, Marina architecture. You do 3 projects. You learn about Databricks. You can apply any job related to Databricks, like you can apply a job in AWS Glue, GC, like because the Spark knowledge, wherever the Spark knowledge has been used, you can say that you know that, and you can apply to the job, give interviews. You learn about Spark architecture, Marina architecture, you learn about everything. The basic knowledge about SQL and Python is required for this particular course. You can target up to 15 to 20 LPA. And the people who are experienced can take a combined course where they learn about everything. You do 5 to 6 projects, you can expect up to more than 25 LPA package, right? So suppose if somebody doesn't know any coding, you should go for data engineering course. If you know coding, you can go for data Spark, either SQL and Python. If you are experienced guy, you should go with the combined course. And in the combined course, we will see all the architecture evaluation, right? So suppose this architecture as well, this architecture as well, and this architecture as well, right? How the architecture evolved, we'll learn that, we'll see all this architecture, okay? All right. And then we will practice everything over here in the portal, right? So here we get 1 month of free subscription by Azure. So all the classes will go here and we will practice all the classes in the free subscription for 1 month. So Azure gives us 1 month of free subscription by using any credit card or debit card. You can just use it and then you can use it for 1 month for free. And after that, you can upgrade your account to pay as you go, which will cost you 1,000 rupees to 1,500 rupees a month, not more than that. And you can still practice in Azure, right? So this is the tool where we will practice. Now, let me conclude everything, right? So that everything is clear for you. So why cloud? Easy to collaborate, easy to maintain. What is cloud? Cloud is nothing but you're not using your computer, you are using someone else's computer, paying for it. Why Azure? Every company uses a Microsoft product, and Microsoft is heavily investing in ChatGPT and OpenAI. What is data engineering? Data engineering is nothing but data movement and data transformation. For data movement, we use Data Factory, no coding required. For data transformation, either SQL or Python is required. And then you can basically learn SQL or Spark, and the Spark knowledge which you will get can be used everywhere. Uh, and then if you don't know SQL and Python, we recommend you to start with Data Factory, right? You learn about Data Factory and other tools, so basics. If you know SQL and Python, we recommend you to start with Databricks and Spark. And if you are an experienced guy, you should learn about everything. We will basically offer you projects, resume to build, right? We will first do project. We will help you to write this project in your resume. We will help you to build your resume. We will also take an interview. We'll also take a mock interview so that you're fully prepared, right? Now, suppose if somebody is here and who is a Power BI developer having 5 years of experience, expecting up to 20 LPA package, right? Then I recommend him to take a Azure Data Engineering course. There he showed 2 years of experience into Power BI, 3 years of experience as Azure Data Engineer, right? He can say that I was working in some sort of a project and then I started learning about data engineering. So you basically say that you have 3 years of data engineering project and then you try to switch, right? This is what we recommend. All right. I think the things are clear for everyone, right? So now if you have any question, you can ask me now.
Yeah,
Like,
hello. Yeah,
yeah.
actually, sorry, I joined a bit late. So, for a person who is like around 8 to 8.5 years of experience as a both Power Center and Informatica Cloud resource, like what I mean, I understand that you recommend both the combined course, but when you talk about moving with a new technology, will that
Mhm.
really help? Because I have only experience both in Power Center and Cloud, but not any of the Azure related thing.
Mhm. Yeah, I recommend you both of the courses because you are an experienced person.
Yeah.
So when you are an experienced person and when you switch, people expect more from you because suppose if you try to only learn like a data migration or only learn data processing,
Mm.
then when you switch, you cannot target more than 15-20 LPA package, right? So it's better you learn both and then it will enhance your profile. So in that case, you learn about data engineering and also you learn about Databricks and Spark.
Yeah, but the thing is, we will not have real time experience, right? So that is why I'm just a bit concerned. I know you are giving projects, but
Mm.
real time, like suppose I have 7 to 8, in that, like how many years I should say I have experience on this and the remaining one?
So suppose if your expectation when you switch,
Hmm.
so suppose like I will answer this question in a way that if I want 15 to 20 LPA package, suppose if I want 50 or 10 LPA package, for
Okay.
example,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Then if I say that, hey, I know I have worked 2 years in Azure Data Engineering,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Then I
Hmm.
can go and tell to the interviewer that, hey, I have a 2 years of experience into Azure Data Engineering
Hmm.
and I know only data engineering. For example, I know only Data Factory, right? then he
Mm-hmm.
will be convinced, because in 2 years you cannot learn everything, right? So he will be
Mm-hmm.
convinced, and he will he will ask certain question, and I will answer those questions, and he is impressed, and he will select me. But
Mm-hmm.
suppose if I go to the market and say that, hey, I have like, I want 20 LPA, 20 lakh per annum,
Mm-hmm.
and I know only data factory,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will say that I basically like, if I say, if I know only data factory, then he will be like, hey, with only data factory I cannot offer you this much. So you should have more skill set in that case, right? So with data factory I should have a Databricks or some Spark processing skill set as well.
Mm-hmm.
So then I will say that, hey, I with I want 20 LPA package, but I know data factory, I know Spark processing, I know Databricks as well. Then I can justify my ask. So the people who are experienced, like 7, 8 years of experience or 9 years of experience, whenever they want to switch, they have more expectation, because when you want to switch, you will not go lower than your current earning,
Right,
probably, right?
right.
You
Yeah,
will
right.
just go in similar or more than that.
More than that,
If
right.
you want similar or more than that, then you at least need to justify the ask, and to justify your ask, you need to learn more skill set.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that you can justify that ask. So that is why I'm recommending you the combined course. Though I am not I understand your point that, hey, Abhishek, you're providing a training. I haven't worked on this particular project.
Right, right.
But the thing is here, like it's also not the case that you take my course, you go to the interview, you'll crack one interview. It will not happen. It will never happen.
Mm-hmm.
But what will happen is, suppose once you prepare with me, right? You learn
Mm-hmm.
for 4 months, you prepare with me, and then you go to the interview, and then you fail one time, you fail 2 times, you fail 5 times, right? And then after 6, 7 interview, you'll understand how you can project what you have learned with me in a confident way, that you'll understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that is a iterative process, right?
Mm-hmm.
What we are doing here right now is, we are, so suppose you are in a technical world, it has been 8 years, you are working in Informatica Power Center, right? But
Yeah.
now, if I ask you, hey, in 8 years, every project is new. No, you don't do every new project, right? You basically do a redundant work after some point, right?
Right, right. You're
Like,
right. Mm.
so here what we are doing, we are trying to learn different architecture diagram.
Mm.
So suppose here this architecture diagram is different, this architecture diagram is different. Similarly,
Mm.
this architecture diagram is different, this
Mm.
architecture diagram is different, right? So
Mm.
among 8 years of career, what I have done is, I
Mm.
basically made different architecture diagram which I have generally worked, right?
Mm.
So now if you practice on those architecture diagram, if you understand those architecture diagram, then
Mm.
you will be able to understand different scenarios which will come, right, in your
Mm. Mm.
company. And then in the interview as well, you will be able to answer those interview questions.
Mm.
And when any problem statement is being thrown at you when you join a company, you will be able to understand the problem statement and also able to solve it, because you know different scenarios.
Mm. Okay.
Okay, so this is what we are approaching here, and then it can be done in this particular manner. Yes.
Okay, so for a Informatica, for a person from Informatica background, how difficult is it to learn Databricks? Because we are not very much sure of Python, right? Of course, we know SQL, but Python, not much knowledge on Python.
It is completely fine, because
Mm.
I was also a SQL developer in
Okay.
2016-17, right? And I adopted Python. Now, if I tell you that, hey, I am making this particular inner join, I am
Mm.
writing a simple inner join, right?
Mm.
And this is a join condition which I made. If I
Mm.
tell you this, and
Mm.
if I convert that code in PySpark or Python, you will be able to make sense out of it, right? Your experience, that kind of experience you have already. Suppose if I write this simple Python SQL code,
Mm.
and then nowadays there's a chat GPT and these tools, right? So
Mm.
like
Mm.
70% of the code is already been written using these tools nowadays, right? So in my company as well,
Mm.
everybody is
Mm.
writing all the code by using these tools.
Oh, okay. Mm.
So you will be able, it's not like you need to write this code, but you need to understand the code
Understand.
at least.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you will be able to understand the code if you are familiar about any
Mm.
coding language. That should be enough for you. So suppose if I write this
Mm.
convert into PySpark, for example.
Mm.
Now, if I just if I don't show you this code as well, if I ask you this, hey, can you tell me what we are doing here? Then you can understand, hey, table
Yeah,
one,
yeah. So
table two is
joining
being
table
joined.
based on some condition, right?
Yeah, so this you need to understand, and then you will be able, once you see it once you see it two times, then you will be
Hmm.
able to understand, hey, this is how the code will be written in PySpark. You can easily adapt to a code, okay?
Yeah, yeah. And also, are you teaching airflow as part of this curriculum?
No, I am not teaching Airflow is a part of a course curriculum. You don't need to learn Airflow as well because we are learning Data Factory here. Okay.
Okay.
So my suggestion to you is
Mm.
you don't try to learn too many things.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Because we
Mm.
can teach you too many things, right? It's
Mm.
not a like suppose if I tell you that hey, rather than learning for 4 months, let's learn for one more month, right?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
And
Mm.
you learn Airflow as well.
Mm.
Now
Mm.
I can teach you for five months, but can you learn for 5 months? That's the question. Because you are basically experienced person, right?
Mm.
First of all,
Mm.
you
Mm.
have your own
Mm. Mm.
responsibilities as well. So
Mm.
it's very difficult to devote time.
Mm.
So from my own experience, if I just increase the course duration
Mm.
after
Mm.
4 months, the
Mm.
completion rates drops because
Mm.
people are not consistent for longer time. It's very
I
difficult to be
understand.
consistent for
Yeah,
longer
yeah.
time.
Mm. Mm.
So it's better you choose very limited skill set, you learn
Mm.
very limited skill set, which is
Mm.
enough for you to switch. Don't
Mm.
try to, and because the problem with the experienced people are they come
Mm.
with too many expectations because you guys are technical. You guys are
Mm.
more technical, right?
Yeah.
So when you come, you say that, hey, Abhishek, teach me CI/CD, teach me Airflow, teach me all of this, like all this fancy thing, right? I want to learn
Mm.
AI, ML. People are just learning ML. I want to learn that as well, right?
Mm. Mm.
Then
Mm.
you come and you start learning, but after
Mm.
you learning is also a difficult process, so you just need
Mm.
to be consistent. You need to choose very limited skill set so that you
Mm.
learn enough to switch rather than learning everything to switch. Okay.
Got it. Got it. Mm.
All right, anybody has any other question, guys?
Uh, yeah, I'm audible.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Abhishek, I'm basically ETL developer. I have
Hmm.
4 year of experience of Talent Studio. So I just
Hmm.
want to know, uh, these course is good for me for to enhance my skills in
Yes,
talent, or
yes,
what
this
we
code
have
is
to.
good for you.
Could you
This
please?
code
Yeah,
yeah, this code is good for you because like you have a ETL background. Right.
yeah.
So when you're learning about Data Factory or Databricks, you will be able to understand this.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I was doing in Talent. Talent. What tool you said?
Talent Studio. Yeah.
Talent Studio. So this is how I was doing in Talent Studio, and this is how I am doing in Data Factory. For example, in your Talent Studio, I
Mm-hmm.
know like you will definitely have some sort of a connector to connect with a source, right? Definitely,
Yeah, exactly.
101%, right?
Yeah,
So
Salesforce
now,
or
yeah, Salesforce or any connector. Now, if I show you this link service and if I show you that in Data Factory you connect to Salesforce like this, you will be
mm-hmm.
able to understand that, hey, in Talent Pro, I am using this connector, but I am here, we call it a link service, right? And then definitely in your Talent Pro, there will be some sort of a thing to do copy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, right? So you here we are using a copy data activity, but in your tool there will be something, right?
Yeah.
So what you can do say is you can just you can use your previous experience as well. Suppose in your Talent Pro, whatever projects you have done.
Mm-hmm.
For example, you have done a retail project. You try to move the retail data. Then you can write those projects which you have done in data factory terms, right? Suppose if you move 5 data source from Salesforce to some sort of a SQL DB, then you can tell that you have done it using data factory, which will help you to correlate, right? Correlate as in
Mm-hmm.
that will make you more confident in the interview, right? Because you have done the project in your company using that tool, Talent Pro. So you are confident about data at least. You're confident about the activities which you have done. But the only way of doing it is different, right? So it's a different like tool, right? So you can relate your previous experience with Data Factory, and also it's good for you to learn this because you can use your past experience and also you can learn a trendy skill set which is Data Factory.
Okay. Okay. So we have which course we have to choose is Databricks or Azure?
It depends on you. I recommend you a combined course, right? Or you can, if you feel that you are good, suppose it depends on you. Suppose if your expectation is up to 10 LPA, for example, 10, 15 LPA, then Databricks okay. Only choosing Databricks is okay for you. But if your
I have
expectation is
only
more,
basic knowledge of SQL. I don't know Python.
yeah, it's completely fine. You can learn Python along the way. Um, like you can learn the coding along the way. Coding as in it's not like a very difficult four kinds of loops needs to be written. It's
Yeah.
simple functionality we need to understand that you can easily manage. So if your expectation is up to 10 LP or 15 LP, you go with the Databricks. But if you can, I recommend you the combined course because you can learn about everything that enhances your profile in much better way. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Hey,
All right.
hi Abhishek. This is Arvind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, I'm from a QA background.
Mm,
Automation for Python. I'm doing automation with Python along with Selenium. Okay. So
mm,
actually, I want to switch to this
mm,
Databricks career path actually. So
mm,
already I'm having 20 LPA. Okay.
mm,
So actually, I got some H1B picked actually. So so there is less opportunities in US for QA engineering. So that's why I want to switch to Databricks, something like in data engineering side. So can you please search me like how can I go like that?
yeah, you can learn this data factory, this combined course. And in
Mm-hmm.
US, you have this very good openings about Azure data engineering in general. Many of our students are there from US.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it will enhance, it will help you to learn like data engineering, and I will teach you everything from scratch. So scratch
Okay.
as in you don't need to know anything about data engineering, and I will be teaching you everything from scratch. And I will
Mm-hmm.
teach you in a way that is job oriented, so you will be able to switch. I
Okay.
just need your dedication and effort, and you will be able to switch.
Okay, I'm having around seven plus years of experience actually.
So in
Mm,
US, you can probably target 120K, 130K, 140K kind of a package by doing this course curriculum.
yeah, yeah, okay. Actually, my H1B got picked through consultancy. You know the process, right? So
Mm,
we have 6 months of time to search job there and all.
mm.
Either if I lost there, also I can able to switch here. I need more career guidance on this Databricks. Like I'm a bit
Yeah,
confused. Yeah, so I need to take a combined course. It's like
yeah, combined course. Yes.
yeah, I know Python very well actually. Um,
Hmm.
on SQL, basic knowledge on SQL actually.
Yeah. So you can take a
Mhm.
combined course without any problem.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys. Anybody has any course question which I can answer?
Hi, Abhishek. I'm Shrikant. Am I audible?
Yeah, hi, Srikant. Yes, you're
Yeah,
audible, Srikant. Please
I'm
tell me.
at I'm a Tableau developer. Actually, in our company, previously we used to work as a SQL server as a DB. Now
Mm,
the company switched to Databricks, AWS.
mm.
So I wanted to learn Databricks, like uh, AWS. So is it like here this course is like a Databricks Azure. So is
Mm.
this appropriate course for me or?
So the only difference would be here we will be reading the data from storage account. Like storage account as in you know about Amazon S3 bucket?
I just heard these names, but I don't know. Actually, I'm not much on that data
Mm.
engineering background.
Okay, no
But
problem. I will tell you.
my manager is asking to work all the DB tasks in Databricks, AWS.
DB task.
I mean to say creating SP or like views, uh, all things, loading the data into Databricks.
So see, over here, we will be reading the data from this storage account. Okay.
Yeah.
So here you can see this department, CSV, all of this you can see, right?
Yeah.
So instead of using this, in your case, you will be using a S3 bucket, Amazon S3 bucket, right? So it's also similar to this, right? It's not like Amazon S3 bucket if you go Amazon S3. So this Amazon S3, like we are using in our course, we will be using this like data lake over here. But rather than that, you need to use S3 bucket. Beside
Mm.
that, everything is same. So like in 100% of the syllabus, 10 to 20, 10% or 15%, you just need to read the data from S3 bucket. And I can guide you how you can read the data from S3 bucket. That's not a problem. But only this part will change and rest is same for you. Okay, so all the concept will apply. Only the difference is we will be reading from the storage account, but you need to read from S3 bucket in your project. That's all.
Okay. AWS uses S3, right? Is
Yes,
it?
and Azure uses storage account.
No,
But
what?
the way Databricks function is same, no matter you're using a AWS Databricks or Azure Databricks.
Oh, same, almost same, or is it?
Almost same, everything is same.
Okay.
Because Databricks are not a product of Amazon, not a product of AWS, right? It's a product of Databricks itself, right?
Okay.
So now they are integrating different clouds. So you have a GCP Databricks as well, right? So the way Databricks function is same. The way you read the data is only different. The integration of different cloud is only different. Okay.
Okay. So in Databricks, are we going to learn like how to load the data in through jobs?
Through jobs.
Yeah, I think like we have to get the data
Yeah. So
into
how we will
Databricks,
learn
right?
how to get the data in Databricks using like a storage account or a Unity catalog, that we will learn how to do it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I need to learn this course, like I can go with Databricks, right? Here.
Yeah, you can go with the Databricks only. If your requirement is only Databricks, you can just take a Databricks course in that case.
Hmm. Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Abhishek, I just have one last question. So
Yeah.
in see in ETL, we read data from on-prem DB or the cloud DB, then we do some kind of processing and then we load it to the target tables or files, right? So
Hmm.
here in this case, like from where do we read, what do we do, and where do we load? Are we reading from Snowflake? I mean, I just want to understand like how exactly this works.
So in different architecture, we do different things. Here,
Okay.
we,
Uh,
we we read the data from different source system.
uh,
We basically make the tables on top of like, so this is let's see this, okay? So over here, like previously we do the ETL, we load the data to SQL DB and then we do the dashboarding, right? Over
mm,
here,
mm,
what we do, we read the data from data lake. We
mm,
use ETL, which is Databricks, and write the data to SQL DB and do the reporting. So
mm,
whenever you're working on any reporting task,
mm.
you write the data to the SQL DB and then you do
Okay.
the reporting.
Mm,
Now, this is a very recent architecture, which is a 2020 architecture, right? We make a lake house architecture, so which is a
mm,
combination of data lake plus data warehouse, right? So
mhm,
you
mm,
build everything on top of a data lake itself, and then you can do BI reporting, HTML analytics, data science, machine learning, everything. So
mm.
your target can be SQL DB, can be like a Delta Lake kind of a thing, right? Your target can be anything, and you can read the data from anywhere, like from Kafka, from Event Hub, from different places you can read the data.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Anybody has any question, guys?
Yes. Abhishek, quick question. Which batch will you be teaching? Is it the morning or the evening? And
I will be teaching a evening batch,
okay. And
and a morning batch also I will be teaching, but like 50% of it I will be teaching.
if you miss the schedule, miss the class, will we get the recording of that missed
Yeah,
class?
you will be getting the recording, yes.
Thank you.
Now, what is the current batch timing for morning? Like
For morning, it's 8:30 a.m. IST. For evening, it's 8:30 p.m. IST.
Mhm. Is it not at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m.?
No.
Okay.
So Abhishek, like suppose when we join the evening batch and after a while, if we want to move to morning, that feasibility, is it possible because of
Oh,
the
you
work
can check with
schedule?
Karthik. You can check with
Okay.
Karthik. He will
Okay.
guide you.
Okay.
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 All
So
right.
one
Anybody has any
last
question?
question. One last question. Sorry to interrupt. So
Yeah,
whatever
yeah, no
five
problem.
projects you mentioned, right? So all these are like from your work related real time examples, or like just some standard projects, or how is it, Abhishek?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Yes. Both. Some are standard, some are my project, some are created project.
Yeah, why?
But
Because like as an experienced person, whenever we go and appear for interview, right, they expect more than definitions. They want us to know real time scenarios, and whenever we put some 3 4 years of experience, that we need to justify. That is the only reason I just asked you this question.
you will be able to justify. Just focus on the course curriculum. You
Okay.
do it for 4 months
Huh.
and you will be able to justify all the answers.
Okay.
The course has been designed in that particular manner itself
Mm-hmm.
because I am teaching from past 3 years now. So this
Okay. Uh-huh.
question, whatever you're asking me that, hey, this is real time, will be able to answer these questions and all of that.
Hmm.
This has already been asked. Every month I answer these questions,
Hmm.
and every month people take the course, right? So this has been designed from that perspective itself, because
Okay.
nobody will buy this course if that course is not justifying that. Okay.
No, no, no. I mean, don't take me wrong. Why I asked is
No,
because
no, no.
experience.
I'm
Uh,
just telling you that
hmm.
this course, the whole agenda of this course
Hmm.
is to basically prepare you in a way that you are able to answer interview question. And at the same time, this course has been prepared in a way that you, once you get a job, you are not coming to me that Abhishek, I'm not able to solve this.
Hmm.
Definitely it will come, but this will make you prepare enough that, hey, if you're getting any question in like in an interview or in the job, you will be
Hmm.
able to Google it, chat GPT it, right? So that
Hmm.
understanding will come. Eventually it will come.
Okay. Okay.
So, and then your expectation should not be after I do this course, I go to the interview and I crack the interview. That will not
Hmm.
happen.
Hmm.
But after doing this course, you give 4 or 5 interviews to understand how to, because in first interview you will be nervous, right?
Hmm.
That,
Hmm.
hey, when you are saying the project, you won't feel like you have done it. So you get nervous, right?
Hmm.
But once you do it for 4 or 5 times, you will be confident, and that confidence will only come once you practice.
Okay.
So whatever we are doing in the class, you need to practice that and you need to solve that problem. So, and also I will give a scenario. I will give you a scenario.
Hmm.
So suppose if I am doing A to B in the class, and I will
Hmm.
give, I am, if I am doing B to C in the class, then I will tell you that, hey, you try to do some C to D thing.
Hmm.
Then once you do it, you solve some scenarios as well that will
Hmm.
prepare you for the job and also for the interview. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Anybody has another question? Okay, Karthik, you can take the drama forward now. Thank you so much, guys.
Sure, Abhishek, very yes. Hi everyone, this is Karthik again. As I said you, like I'll be explaining about the jobs and everything at the end. So I'm here now. Just let me share my screen. I hope like you can see my screen, right?
Karthik, 1 second. I will just answer the Satya
Yeah, there
question
is
and
one more
then you
question.
can.
Yes, yes, please. I'm about to inform you about this.
So Satya is saying that he has 2 years of experience into the Informatica and I got 2 years of gap. So Satya, you can take a Azure Data Engineering course or a combined or a Databricks course. Any one of the course you can take. So if you're in Informatica, suppose if your expectation is up to 15, 20, 10 to 15 LP, you can take a Databricks course. And if your expectation is more than that, I suggest you take a combined course. You can take any one course, okay? Like you can take any one course if your expectation is up to 10 to 15 LPA. But if your expectation is more than that, you take a combined course. Now, if you have any follow-up question, you can ask me now and I will answer those questions. Do you have any follow-up question, Satya? Okay, I think you are good. Okay, fine. So I'm dropping now, guys. See you around. If you have any question, you can ask Karthik. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you, Abhishek. Very yes. So, hi everyone, this is Karthik again. So, as I said, I just said you like I'll be explaining about the remaining things now. Okay, so the people who want to enroll now. So, there is some special offer available for you people, only for you. So, whoever joined the demo session today, for you people, this offer is available. So, the offer is you'll get the flat 10% discount on all these courses. Okay, if you want, if you want to go with only data engineering, yes, you can go for it. And the course price is like 19,999, but you'll get a 10% discount here, so that like you can save a 2,000 rupees and your price will be just 17,999 rupees here. The same price applicable for the Databricks as well. If you want to go with the combined course, if you want to go with the combined course, the course price is 34,999, but you'll get this course for 31,409 rupees. Okay, this is what the course price will be for all these data engineering and Databricks programs. Now I see I have, for the pricing, I just like don't want to stress you anymore here. It's a very simple thing. On this course price, you will get a 10% discount. So if someone is going with this data engineering and Databricks program, like apart, see, generally the course price for these two courses is 40,000 rupees, right? But like if you go for these like combined course, you will get a 10% discount as well, and extra 5% discount we have, extra 5,000 discount we have already given here. So these things will be add on for you. Okay, now coming to the job opportunities and everything. Okay, so here we are not providing any job guarantee to any of these courses. Okay, we are offering these many courses, right? From the day one of the starting of Raj Cloud Technologies till now, we haven't given the job guarantee for anyone right now. Why? Because so we don't give any job guarantee here. Okay, this 100% job guarantee, the tax like whichever the other institutes are using, this is a completely fake thing. Okay, if it is a real, if someone is really getting 100% job guarantee, and if 10 people is there in the batch, all these 10 people got placed, so in very next batch the people will join like 1,000 people, 10,000 people will join for the course. Okay, that how it will be. But this is not a fact actually. So we will prepare you towards the interview. Okay, how we do here is, so we are going to help you with a complete knowledge. See, if you want to go for the 3 years experience interview or a 5 years experience interview, okay, to reach their standards, like whatever the knowledge you required, whatever the project exposure you required, okay, these things will make sure that you'll get that much knowledge to clear the interviews. If someone fresher is there in this program, so here you are going to learn, you are going to take the complete course as an experienced candidate. So which means even if you just learn a 20% in this course or a 35% in this course, that is more than enough to clear your fresher interview. Okay, and because like many people in this program are like having a career gap or having a career switch, they want to switch their career, like 10 years working on a different domain or 10 years working in the non-IT side, okay, and switching to IT right now. For these kind of people also, if they don't know what is Azure, what is cloud also, from there we will take over. From there, like we are going to do the complete things here. Okay, so no need to worry about that. For morning batch, it is 1 hour. Okay, let me open the notepad so that it will be like very clear for you. Okay, so we have two batches beside you, right? One is a morning and another one is evening batch. Coming to the morning batch, the class timings here 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. IST timings. These are okay. These are IST timings, and it is Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday. Okay. Coming to evening batch. Evening batch. The timings are 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. IST. Only 3 days. Okay. Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, why? Because here the class timings are 1.5 hours and we are covering 4.5 hours per week. 4.5 hours per week. So like on an average, like we'll cover 5 hours here also. So here also we are going to cover 5 hours. 5 hours per week. Okay, this is how the course is designed for you. If you want to upload the morning batch, you can go for the morning batch. If you want to go for the evening batch, you can go for the evening batch as well. Okay, no need to worry about that. And coming to the fees, as I said, you are going to get a 10% discount. Okay, you're going to get 10% flat discount. Okay, 10% on the course price. And this is the duration about. Coming to the jobs and all, you can see here a job portal is available here, right? If you can just click on these jobs, it will take you to the jobs page. See, I genuinely feel that from last 4.5 years, many people contacted us regarding, they'll share one JD with me, and they'll ask that, is this a JD suitable for me or not? Like with this knowledge, like what are the course knowledge that I got in the last month or the last before month? Okay, so is this knowledge is enough to clear this opportunity or not? These people will ask me regularly. To avoid these things, even the many people, they are learning the technology, they are getting the good knowledge, they have the hands-on experience, but they don't know to which opportunity they need to apply. If there is any opportunity like a kind of like Azure data engineering, they can apply for it directly. If the like job role is like just data engineering, okay, or some others it is an indirect job role, okay, the people cannot find that. The people are facing like very difficulty to understand the job concepts, to understand the responsibilities, because to read the responsibility, to check the skill set, okay. So for this, like they should need some knowledge, okay. So if someone is there to guide you on this, then everyone can easily find the opportunities and they can go ahead. And to spend some separate time for this, we are going for a session, last session, so which will show you like what are the opportunities available right now, and what are the job roles. Okay, you can see here there are many job roles here. Okay, if you can see here, like junior Azure data engineer, Azure Data Bricks, okay, big data engineer. Okay, if someone see the big data engineer, I haven't learned big data, so this is not for me, they'll think. But the thing here is, you are learning the big data as well in the Databricks. Okay, so that is how it will be. So someone, if you see the Azure Solution Architect, they may feel that, so Azure Solution Architect is a completely different program again. I have learned only data engineering and Databricks here. This Solution Architect I haven't learned. And Cloud Data Platform Engineer. So 30 to 40% of candidates, they don't even understand this job role. This job role also suits for these Azure candidates. The people completely like, see, why? Because it is not the people fault. This is the this is the HR strategies, like how they are hiring the people, how they feel that you are a like a genuine experienced candidate or not. Okay, this is how the people are trying to filter you. Okay, so this is the reason why what we came to know is, we will be searching the opportunities on behalf of you on all the platforms like Naukri, Monster, LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, and many other platforms as well. We will be searching the opportunities for you, and we'll be keeping all the opportunities in a single platform called job listings page here. You can see here Raj Informatica job listings page. Okay, in this page we'll be mentioning that particular opportunities. You can simply come to here. You can see these opportunities are related to all our courses. Whatever the courses we are offering here, on all these courses, the opportunities will be updated in this program. I mean in this page. So we need to filter it. You can just see here all topics related to. Just click on this, and you can see that many courses are added here. I'm just like opting for Informatica here. I just click on Informatica. So I can see only Informatica opportunities now. Okay. If I click on Power BI, I can see only Power BI opportunities. So in the same way, we'll be giving you the complete opportunities here in this page. This page is still in developing state. Okay. By the end of your batch, the page will be completely updated and you'll get the complete things here. Right now, we have given this page access for everyone. Everyone can see this page right now if you visit our website. But after complete update, what we are going to do is, this page is accessible by only enrolled students. This is especially for only Raj Cloud Technologies students only. Okay, you can see here, if I just click on this data engineer job role, this is posted by Amazon. Okay, and you can see the job description here, the role, the category, and the education qualification. Okay, everything you can see here. Once you see the job description, you will understand clearly what skill set they required. And you can see this is a location. This location is this job is for Bangalore location people. Experience, like who is having 2 to 7 years of experience on Informatica Cloud, IICS, IDMC. You can just like give your name, email ID, mobile number, upload your resume, click on submit. That's it. You'll get the response mail. Okay, this is how like we have prepared everything for you. And the people who want to join for this program, okay, so the batch is started today. You can go for the Databricks right now, and right after completion of this Databricks, you follow through, you will complete the data engineering as well. This is a completely 4 months program. We are going to help you here, where you'll get to see, you can see many institutes offering both data engineering and Databricks in 2 months also. In 45 days also I have seen. In 45 days also, there are few institutes are there. So who is trying to cover all this syllabus? See, to cover this syllabus, we need 4 months. 4 months each day, I mean each week 5 hours we are trying to cover. Okay, but the people, the other institutes, they are covering in just 45 days, like a 60 hours or 50 hours, few are 40 hours also. Just 40 hours. 45 days program is nothing but you will get hardly 30 classes. Even 30 classes into 1.5 hours also, it will be like a 45 hours. That's it for you. But the thing is that knowledge is not sufficient, not enough to go for the interviews. You might stepping into all the concepts, but the thing is that knowledge is not enough to clear the interview. That is the reason why just compare my course curriculum. Nowadays, like we have the so many open AI tools like a chat GPT. If you just drop two different institutes course curriculum to it, and if you just like ask ChatGPT to analyze, it will analyze and it will give you a report clearly. Okay, which course curriculum is concentrating on job placement, which course curriculum is towards the real time concepts, everything you will understand. Okay, this is how like you can compare my institute curriculum with any other institute and you can get back to me. I am giving you the very best price here. Okay, so getting the course for data engineering course for just like 17,999 and 31,499 is a very good price for you. Just think about yourself, just think from your end and compare to all the institutes and get back to me. We have a next session on tomorrow. Okay, we have next session on tomorrow. So like just like plan accordingly. And I can see the database people who enrolled people already here. I think like you have attended the previous class too. Okay, we have started this Databricks program already, and today we have given the introduction again for you people. We have just done two classes, the introduction part and the account creation part was done. That's it. So if someone is really interested in the Databricks, complete your enrollment today, complete these two classes and join the next session. Got it? Yeah. If you still have any questions, you can ask me, please. Now the mic is yours. Yeah. Let me take up a question. There is a question. Does the recording you provide will have the lifetime access or any limited time period? It is a lifetime access. Okay. You can see here in the home page as well. Okay. So we have just like mentioned, we are providing each and every recording. You can access these recordings for lifetime. You can access all these recordings for lifetime. There is no validity for this. Still any questions from anyone, please?
Is there any batch after 9 a.m. in the morning?
Yeah, Shrikant, do you have any questions?
Yeah. Is there any batch in the after 9 a.m.?
After 9 a.m., no, actually we don't have. Okay, see why? Because Abhishek is also currently working. Okay, he is taking the classes from Germany, not in our time zone. Okay, he's taking the classes in the Germany time zone. So that time, like he will be leaving to office actually. So that is the reason why like we don't have any batch after 9 a.m. Yes, like we are accepting the partial payments as well. Okay, you can just like connect with my team. So for the partial payment, you'll get the partial access to. Okay, once your full payment is done, you'll get the full access as well. You can just like contact me or my team on this number 8105296858. Okay, so that like you'll get the complete updates here and you can go ahead for your registration and you can start the course. Okay, and see like we do accept all the payment modes like UPI, bank transfer, net banking, credit card, debit cards, and the international transfers like PayPal and many other things as well. Each and every transaction mode like we accept. So no need to worry about that. You can just contact us. And we will be working throughout the year. Okay. I'm not saying Monday to Friday or throughout the month. I'm saying throughout the year. Okay. Complete 365 days. The institute will be open. Okay. Someone will be there in the office to reply your questions, to answer your calls, to reply in your messages as well. Okay. Sunday to Monday, all days we will be working from morning 8 a.m. to night 11:30 p.m. will be available for you. Okay. Complete 365 days, even if it is a festival, it is a like a national holiday or something else, like whatever it might be. Okay. Even the January 1st or the like Christmas or Dasara, Sankranti, like whatever it is, surely from the day one, from the January 1st to December 31st, all days, someone will be available in the office to take your calls, to reply you for sure. Okay. Yeah. So, still any questions? Let me know, please, so that I can help you more.
Who will be the instructor in the morning batch?
So we have two instructors actually. Okay.
Okay.
So like one instructor you can see in the page as well here.
Mm.
We have two instructors. One is Abhishek, so he will be the lead instructor actually, and
Mm.
another one is Sankadas. Okay,
Mm.
so we have two instructors here. So the Sankadas is also having a 5+ years of teaching experience. I mean, he is having like 9 years of experience currently, and
Mm.
into Azure he's having a 6 years. Okay,
Okay.
from last 5 years he's into delivering the trainings as well, and he's a corporate trainer too. Okay,
Mm.
so he will be also taking few classes. He for morning batch. Abhishek and Sankadas both will be the instructors. Okay.
Mm.
As I said, like Abhishek is in the Germany time zone right now. So
Mm.
he will be taking a class in the morning, like a 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. He will be taking a classes for morning batch.
Mm.
Okay. Our morning 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. will be his 4:30 to 5:30 a.m. actually. Okay.
Okay.
So he will be taking the class for ABC. The thing is, we have something like a 40 sessions. Let's say we have 40 classes. In these 40 classes, Abhishek will be taking like around 20 to 23 classes he will be taking.
Mm.
Remaining 17 classes will be taken by Sankadas. Okay. So both will be leading the morning batch. Coming to the evening batch, only Abhishek will be leading the evening batch.
Okay.
Abhishek
Suppose
won't be
if I
leading.
join evening batch and for some reason if I have to switch to morning, is that possible?
Yes, yes, that is possible. No issues on that. See,
Mm.
the thing is ultimately like what our goal is. If someone joins to Raj Cloud Technologies, we want to make you more comfortable and we'll try to help you the maximum, like what are the possibilities we have. So we'll try to give you the complete things for you, no need to worry about that. See, the thing is once you pay the fee, you need to complete the training. Okay, either it is a morning batch or evening batch, or you want to switch in between, or you want to like see now the classes are completed right now, and there's like for some reason you haven't completed the classes like last 10 classes or last 30 classes you haven't done. Okay, you can just like ask us again. My team will add you again to the next batch. No need to worry about that.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Still any questions from anyone, please? And I can see there is some people are like looking for this timings constraint. Don't worry about that. See, if the morning batch is not suits you, just opt for the evening batch. If the both batches are not like suitable for you, what you can do is you can just like join for a recordings batch as well. We have a recordings course too. You will get some extra discount for the complete recordings as well. So where you don't have any access to join the live class, okay, but still you can like reach out the trainer and ask your questions. You have a separate group and the people same like you like paid for the only recordings and taking the trainings right now, so to that particular group you will be added and like you'll get the complete things from there actually. Okay, so we have that option as well, no need to worry about that. And if someone they want to they can only join like 1 to 2 classes in a week, remaining days they want to go through the recordings also, yes, that option is also possible. So for any constraints you just reach out me here on this number 8105296858, this one 8105296858, so that you'll get the complete updates, complete assistance, like whatever you require you'll be getting that. Okay, so we are a team of 6 people, so my team will be answering your calls, or like you can ask them to connect with me. Even I'll take your calls and I'll help you on this. And the people who have given the numbers to me today, I hope like you have added to the group already. Please check out if you have dropped your name and WhatsApp number, surely like my team has added to you, or you're already in that group. Okay, you can just check these things. If you haven't added, drop your name and WhatsApp number again here. I'll check and I'll add. Any questions from anyone, please? Yeah, I hope like no questions for anyone. Thank you all. Thanks for joining session today. As I said, you any questions, call me on this number. Thank you all. Have a great day. Thank you.